Okay, I've got coffee. Let's talk about it. So the writer strike happened. We all kind of knew it would. We just wondered when and how it was going to go and all that stuff. Well, it's on. The late night talk shows have already felt the impact of it. All the other shows and movies that are still in progress are starting to feel the impact of it, and it's going to get worse as it progresses, as Hollywood drags it out. So the one thing I do want to say right up front is I'm so happy and proud of the bulk of social media having such a positive response to the strike happening. I don't remember it being quite so positive back in 2007. People were just very much focused on their shows and how they were impacted, and some shows really took a beating. That show, Heroes, even when the writers came back, the show writers had lost their path, and it just never recovered. And that's probably going to happen with something in this strike too, is if it progresses going as long as it has. But I just want to talk about why it's happening. Just to cut to the chase of it, it's happening because a lot of writers are under contracts that mirror those of the old webisode days. They are getting paid as if they're writing YouTube webisodes, even though they're literally writing full-fledged network TV shows with the grindy hours that they have to keep and heavy deadlines and everything that goes with writing for those types of shows. But the streamers, Netflix and Hulu and all of these guys, don't want to pay them the right amount of money. I'm talking about writers are getting $25 residual checks from shows that are still streaming and being restreamed over and over again. Can you imagine a writer for something like Stranger Things getting a $25 check? Well, part of this is happening because the model for streaming has an end game. It's going to peak, and I think we're peaking right now. They can't keep growing subscribers because some new cool show is coming out. FOMO is starting to fade. FOMO is fading because there is such white noise when it comes to programming. There's just too much. And no one has time to get excited about this show or that show. So that aspect of growing that business is ending. So we've got the streamers being greedy, for one. We've got the business model being flawed, two, and we also have consumers on the other side that don't want to pay. You're entitled, so you don't want to be bothered with TV commercials, and you also don't want to pay a reasonable amount of money for the service that is being provided, and you're too lazy, or you're too scared of crowds, or whatever your reason is. You don't want to go to the theater. You want to watch those movies streamed. Well, the creators are not getting paid when you do that. You can help. You can go to the movies. You can watch network TV with commercials. You can buy a piece of fucking physical media. These are the methods where writers are still getting paid a reasonable wage. Right now, also, you can help by being supportive of this strike. Let's force these streaming services to start paying a proper wage to these writers. And, it's really hard to quantify what a show's value is when you're just talking about a streaming service. I think the solution is going to be, unfortunately for a lot of you guys, the price of streaming is going to go up. It was going to go up anyway because subscribers are peaking, and we're going to see more advertising. So we're going to end up back where we were with cable TV and regular network TV 20 years ago. And ultimately, that's okay, because if that's what we have to have in order for creators to get paid a reasonable wage for creating stuff for you to watch, you should either pay more or be a little inconvenienced. It's okay. Me personally, I don't mind TV commercials. That's when I look at TikTok and go to the bathroom. So it's fine. I watch Star Trek, all the new Star Trek stuff happening over on Paramount, and they still have TV commercial breaks. They have spots where they could do ads built into the editing of their programs. So they are, future thinking by thinking of the past, I guess. But anyway, they deserve more money. This strike is a good thing. We're going to have to suffer it because programming is going to suffer for a while. But let's support the writers. They need more money. They need more pay. And, how about supporting some regular media? Go to the movies. Buy a piece of physical media. That's how you'll help pay these writers. And, if a streamer isn't paying their proper dues, then drop them. I definitely will. I have no issue with that. I feel like I needed to comment on this as a creator myself, because a lot of fans of streaming are saying, streaming is great because it's convenient and it's easier for creators to get their work out there because there's so much more opportunity. There's a lot more opportunity for creators to get their work out there, but not to actually get paid for it. Example, my previous documentary, I've had 3 different distribution deals, and I'm happy to say I broke even. It's over on Tubi right now through one of my distributors, and I don't care if you go watch it or not. I would like for you to hear your opinion on it, but I'm not getting paid anything worth anything from that stream, even though that's an advertising-based platform. So streaming is not the gold mine that you think it is for us creators. So keep the creators in mind. If you really love something, do the best you can to show proper support for them. And right now, that means being patient and supporting the strike.